What's going on, everybody? It's just another day in the kitchen, back with another episode, and today we're taking a look at Yeezy 2023 and how Kanye made a cool $25 million in less than 24 hours. Now, before I go any further, I got to give a special shout out to Ye himself, as today is his 46th birthday, so shout out to Mr. West, and happy birthday to my dog. Now, in this video, we're going to be talking about how he made that money, so you might as well drop a like and subscribe while you're here. Taking a look at the actual numbers behind this release day, $170.5 million worth of merch sold. As part of the Adidas deal, Kanye gets a 15% cut of all Yeezy merchandise, allowing them to still sell the sneakers. Now, if you didn't know how the actual release went down, think about the Nike Sneakers app, and now picture that for Adidas. Now, the Adidas Confirmed app has been around for several years, and any sneakerhead has definitely had their fair shares of struggle with them, so I don't want to give them too much credit. But basically, nearly every hour on the hour, a pair of Yeezys was dropping. As you guys can see from this mini release calendar, these are all the pairs that ended up eventually dropping on Yeezy Day, to the surprise of a lot of people. When Adidas originally announced that they were going to be releasing these Yeezys again, I don't think anybody had in mind that they were all going to be releasing on the same day, essentially. But as you guys can see, many people have started to get their pairs in, and a lot of people are feeling the nostalgia, especially given that we're seeing some pairs that haven't been produced in years, like the reproduction of the Yeezy Pirate Blacks, and the fact that we're getting some new pairs like those Yeezy Azure slides right there, those blue ones. Now, one big problem that I've been seeing with a lot of people getting their pairs in, which is one part of this video that I was kind of regretting making, is the fact that a lot of people are getting moldy pairs in, which is super unacceptable. What this tells me is that these pairs have probably been sitting in factories for years now, or just in conditions that haven't been taken the best care of. And as you can see, people are actually getting moldy pairs in, which would really upset me. I know we're all supposed to wear our own sneakers, but who wants to be walking around looking like moldy locks over here? And especially given that some of the retail prices on these sneakers that re-released are a little bit more than when they originally dropped. And I will say I'm kind of surprised to see these moldy Yeezys, because Adidas is usually pretty good with quality control apart from when pairs come out of the factory already like that. So it is definitely surprising, but again, I'm excited that people were able to get their favorite pairs in hand. Now, of all of the Yeezys that did end up restocking and dropping on Yeezy Day 2023, my absolute favorite is the Adidas Yeezy Pirate Black V1. I didn't get my hands on these when they initially dropped as well as restocked, so it's cool to finally see them, and I think that everybody definitely needs to get their hands on them. Now, at the end of Yeezy Day 2023, I think it was definitely a success, and I would call it a win-win-win situation. The fans and sneakerheads were able to get their hands on Yeezys that they perhaps weren't able to get their hands on in previous years. Kanye was able to pocket a cool $25 million as part of the gig, and of course, Adidas was able to move this inventory despite the fact that they were sending out some pairs that had mold on them. Now, we did see that there are some further releases scheduled for perhaps later this month, and the first of which should be this Yeezy 350 V2 Granite, which was originally scheduled to release all the way back in November 2022, before Adidas ended up, of course, cutting ties with Kanye when he started wilding out. The funny thing about these Yeezy 350 Granites to me is that before release, there wasn't a whole lot of hype for them, but now that they're kind of limited and they're finally coming out, I wouldn't be surprised if people wanted to get their hands on them. Now, in some unrelated news, you may be wondering why the heck we're looking at Messi right here, and it's pretty big news for Adidas, so I had to include it. Just yesterday or earlier this week, Lionel Messi decided to announce that he's not going to return to Barcelona and is instead coming to Inter Miami in the MLS, which presents Adidas with a really huge opportunity, and I hope that we see a further collab from them in the future. Now, like I said earlier in the video, personally I think Yeezy Day 2023 was a pretty big success given that everybody was able to pretty much benefit from it. I know a lot of my friends in real life weren't actually able to hit on pairs, and the ones that were basically stuck all day at the computer, all day behind, Adidas Confirmed in their phones, and all day basically praying that Yeezy blessed them. Now, I definitely don't miss the stress of Yeezy releases. However, it was really cool and refreshing to finally have something to look forward to that was Yeezy related, especially in the sneaker world. Now, if you like this video, go ahead and like and subscribe. If you're able to pick up some pairs from the Yeezy Day release, let me know. And if you plan on copying those Yeezy Granites, let me know as well. As always, guys, thanks for cooking with the kitchen. Stay safe and peace.